Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. All right. All teed up for the game. We'll just jump into it right away. See how far we can get. Probably won't finish it tonight. I think we're on chapter 8. I'll double check. No, we're on chapter 7. So, yeah, so we're not finishing it. We're in chapter 7. All right. So we've got 7, 8, 9, 2. Yeah, so today and then 2 more chapters. So we'll finish it before. Will we finish it before Thanksgiving? Yeah, we'll finish it before Thanksgiving. Or we'll finish it on Thanksgiving. I don't know if everybody's got Thanksgiving plans. We'll see. I don't, so I don't mind doing it on Thanksgiving, but I understand that's not an ideal time for people. But today was busy. It was busy. Let me go back to the room real quick. It was a busy day. Like my day was pretty normal. Like my week was like, okay, stuff's happening on like Tuesday, but like today and yesterday was just like all of a sudden everybody needs something. Your family's having Thanksgiving at your house. Nice. Sounds good. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. I don't know. Maybe if like sometimes, or my brother usually invites me over to his Thanksgiving, but I don't know what they're doing for Thanksgiving this year, so I don't know. But if anything, I'll see my dad at least. And then my mom and my stepdad are coming the next day. So, yeah, spending it with my boyfriend, that might be it. That might be the All right, everybody, go around the table and say what you're grateful for. It's just like, I'm grateful that I am a spirit and I could meet you. And be like, ooh, that's sweet, but it's also, like, sad. It's like, isn't it cool that I, like, died aeons ago? It's like, oh, bless. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Last we left off, I guess we're learning about Seiya now? No. Last we left off, Reika, I think Reika got shot. Yeah, she's no longer of this plane. So, and we're hanging out with Seiya. So I guess we're getting backstory? Yeah. The relatives you usually do Thanksgiving with moved out of the country. Yeah. So are they coming back to have Thanksgiving with you then? Or just a different set of family going to have Thanksgiving at your house? Oh, are you saying you usually do Thanksgiving at their house? Oh, I see. Probably not. Right. Let's see. Like I said, I think... Okay, here we go. This is a story from when I was alive. Okay, here we go. Some Seiya backstory. I never knew my biological parents. The only family I ever knew was my adoptive father.
それでは行ってきますね。私が出た後、きちんと戸締まりをしなさい。いいですね。
His gaze as he spoke to me. It was so kind, so warm. It made me forget we weren't connected by blood. It was the first love I'd ever felt. His gentle smile, the warmth of his large hands. Everything about him was so joyous, I couldn't help but smile just thinking about him.
はい、わかりました。悪魔払いの参考書を読んで待っています。
I deeply admired my father, an exorcist who rescued people and took in a poor orphan like me.
せいや、私と同じ道を歩まなくてもいいのですよ。
But all I did was study fervently. I believed that being useful to my father was how I could show my gratitude to him. Oh, that's a very sweet sentiment.
いいえ、あなたと同じ道を歩みたいのです。僕はあなたのような人間になりたいから。
あなたか。 私を父と呼んでくれる日はまだまだ先ですかね。
それは。
It was just too embarrassing. I couldn't bring myself to call him father. I realized now how foolish that was, but anyway, I soon became an exorcist at a very young age. Then one day, my father was performing an exorcism for a woman possessed by a demon. I stood at his side as his assistant. Then...
この女はもう用済みだな。お前の方が魂をもてあそぶには面白そうだ。
Ooh, creepy. Creepy and crazy. The demon, speaking through the woman, directed its chilling words at me. But by the time I realized it, the demon had moved into me. It had shifted its possession to me.
せいや、しっかりしなさい。お前は強い人間だ。強き心を忘れてはならない。
She's getting a newer model. My father's voice was shouting at me, but all I could hear were the whispers of the demon within.
天才と呼ばれるエクソシストか。お前にそのような力はないというのにな。
黙れ。
お前はただのまがいもの。いつも父にかばわれ、その功績を己のものとしている偽物よ。
やめろ。違う。僕は。
何が違うんだ？お前の力だけで救えた人間が一人でもいるというのか？
それはまだないけれど、でも僕だっていずれは一人
できるわけがなかろう。悪魔に疲れるような弱き心のお前が。
Ooh, this is a very sinister demon. Not so cheeky like the other ones we've encountered.
僕は弱くなんてない。
I didn't know how much time passed. I was completely focused on resisting the demon's words from infiltrating my mind. It probably lasted for days. Then eventually, I came to, bathed in a beautiful light, and everything was over.
あれ、僕は助かったのか。
Glancing around the room, I saw it was in total disarray, likely caused by my possession. The table was knocked over, and behind it lay a familiar figure. The one I revered more than any, my father. Oh, no! As I cradled the limp body of my father, a wave of despair washed over me. His breaths were faint, and he seemed on the edge of death.
少しミスをしてしまいました。
You should
こ
call
んな
him
情
Dad.
けない姿を見せるなど、父親失格ですね。
喋らないでください。今急いで人を。
自分の体のことは自分が一番わかります。私はもう助からない。
Mochi doesn't like that. Call him Dad. Tell my wife I love her.
せいや、ごめんなさい。共にいられないことを許してほしい。
そんなこと言わないでください。まだ助かります。
もういいのですよ。私は最愛の息子を守っていけるんです。
いやだ。行かないで。
やっとそう読んでくれましたね。
Yeah, at least he got to hear it. I mean, he can have regrets over not saying it sooner, but at least he doesn't have to regret not ever getting to say it. That's why it's so important. Say the things you want to say now, you know? Those were his final words. Life is fleeting, man. Say the meaningful words that you can now. You can keep the shitty ones. People should keep the shitty ones to themselves. but say the important things. Because you never know. This life saved by my father's sacrifice. To honor him, I decided to continue working as an exorcist. Or more accurately, I attempted to continue. Yeah. Oh. Plot twist. Green Yoshi, hi! Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. You came in at an interesting time. Like, time-wise, you haven't missed, like, we haven't been going that long, but, like, content-wise, we just got a little bit of backstory about Seiya and how he was, like, an orphan, and he was, like, super-duper loved by his dad. And you know, his dad was this like awesome exorcist, and he's like, I want to be just like him. But he was like too embarrassed and too shy to call him father. And so anyways, they're doing their father-son exorcism, and then Seiya got possessed. And then he finally is free. But then he looks around and like his dad's like limp body's in the corner. So I know. I mean, his dad was on the way out, but they got to have a conversation. So he got to call him dad before he left this mortal plane. So yeah. So that's where we're at. That's what happened. We just got some sad backstory for Seiya. Pat him on the back. He's an orphan twice. So, kind of a bummer. But, I guess it drove him to be an exorcist. Yeah. Let's see. Or more accurately, he attempted to continue. I had lost all my powers as an exorcist. I was completely useless. My hands trembled in the presence of demons. No matter how lowly and vile the demon, I was nothing but a trembling fool, defeated by my own fear. I wondered how someone as weak as me could possibly help others. I feared that demon was correct. I am weak. Double orphan. Next time it happens, he can turn in his punch card for a free shirt. I don't know who's gonna volunteer. Seems like kind of a cursed position. Standing on a tall cliff, looking at the sky, I saw my father's face in the clouds. And he turned to me and he said, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. No, just kidding. Oh no! And then I shook my fist into the sky and I said, no!
私はあなたのようなエクソシストにはなれませんでした。あなたが命を落として救ったこの身には、ただの弱き心しか残っていません。今、私もそちらに行きます。いえ、きっと会えないでしょうね。
Oh no!
己で命を絶つ愚か者は。
Don't do it, Seiya!
きっと地獄行きですから。
I've heard that actually. There's like lore. I definitely know that like in like there's definitely a few different cultures I can think of, but I know like South Korean, like Korean culture, like the act of like taking your own life is like like it would put you in like either limbo or like you would not get to properly like pass on. So it is a curse to do that. So yeah. In my last will and testament, I bequeath to you a single yen. Oh, poor Seiya.
そうして私は自らの命を絶ったのです。
I wasn't expecting this, so I guess pre-trigger warning. Sorry. I know I know that's a very difficult topic. So, I'm sad about that. That was his story. Seiya's voice was totally void of emotion as he spoke.
この首筋にあるあざは取り付いた悪魔が残していったもの。これを見るたび、あの時を思い出しますが、あの悪魔を呪ったことなどありません。私が呪うのは私自身。あの時、私の心が強ければ父を失うことはなかったでしょう。
I wish I could just tell him this wasn't his fault, but his expression, it told me there was no convincing him of that. When I first got here, Minami called Seiya a sinner, damned to hell. So, you really were damned?
死後、己を殺した罪によって地獄で裁かれました。
Damn, Daniel.
刑期を終え、自由の身になりましたが、私はそれを拒否し、地獄で働くことを志願したのです。
Why? You might have been able to see your father if you crossed over.
罪人として牢獄に入れられている頃、改めて自身の行いを振り返ったのです。そこで気づきを得ました。エクソシストとしての矜持を失念し、父が救ってくれた命を無駄にし、自分勝手に死を選んだ。
Oh, that's true. That's an unfortunate realization to also come to after you already done did it.
この愚かな行いを、たとえ父が許しても、私自身が許せなかった。ですから、私は己を許せるようになるまで、罪深き死者を救おうと思ったのです。
But it seems strange though, because he seems very good and competent at his job, you know?
私が気づきを得たように、他者を改心させられればと。
except for Reika, because she's gone now in this playthrough. No takesies backsies or something like that. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
とはいえ、これは自己満足に過ぎません。他者を救うことで、少しでも心にある闇が晴れればと思っていますから。
This was his second sin. Seiya's pain was obvious. What was his second sin? This was his second sin. Okay, I don't quite get that, but his voice, his movements, the expression on his face, they all spoke of his deep wounds. What could I say to him? I couldn't find the right words to say to him. No doubt, anything I said would be trivial compared to the burdens he carried, but still, I wanted to ease his heart. Even just a little. Alright, what's my... Give me a second. We'll pull up the walkthrough. Alright, Otome. Kitten. Seiya. Seiya, ain't so... Alright, we're on chapter 7. Here we go. Okay. You saved me. You saved me. A cheat sheet, absolutely. Because we ain't got time. Like, we're already doing 9 playthroughs. We ain't got time to, like, get bad endings. You saved me. You saved me? Seiya looked up, clearly taken aback. His eyes widened slightly at my words. You showed me what it means to have a strong heart when facing a demon. Without your help, I might still be in Minami's clutches. Worse, I might have died.
大げさです。当たり前のことを教えたに過ぎませんから。
Even so, I gently placed my hand on top of Seiya's. If helping others eases your guilt, I chose my words thoughtfully, trying to tell him how I really felt. Then maybe I'm enough. Maybe you don't have to feel guilty anymore. Seiya's usual calm eyes wavered, and his hand trembled slightly.
許されたのは初めてだ。
I wanted to bring peace to Seiya's heart. At a moment like this, Seiya would. My hand reached out toward him. Allow me to do for you what you always do for me. My fingertips traced gently along his neck. Ow! I'm a vampire! They got me! Now I combed through his soft hair with my fingers, revealing the skin where the mark was, and then... Woo! Ew! Dolly. I know, I got smooch, a neck smooch. Please, hold still. I pressed my lips to his neck, much like he had done for me, softly, as if to wash away his sins. Seiya had paid enough for his mistakes. I whispered the words softly to myself. Not just for me, for all the souls he's led to find peace. Please, forgive Seiya. Kissu, kissu. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And then I gave him a big old hickey, like all my BL manhwa. May your sins be cleansed. I was unable to find the right words to speak. Even so, I hoped this gesture could convey my feelings to him.
私のようなもののために祈ってくださるのはあなただけでしょう。
Was it wrong?
いいえ、そのようなことはないのですが。
Seiya shifted slightly. Looking up, I saw a puzzled look on his face, his eyes searching for something. He's so cute with, I don't know, his hair, the way it's like, you know, falling into place there. It looks very nice.
あなたのおかげで救われた心地です。ありがとうございます。
It's like that scene in K-pop Demon Hunters. It's just like, you gave me my soul back, and now I give you mine. Boo! Cue the crying. Accepting his words of gratitude, I slowly moved back. As I did, suddenly, a wave of embarrassment I'd been holding back surged up. Sorry for doing that so suddenly. Looks like we're pressing our face up to a wall. Hot wall. Handsome wall. I should have told him what I was going to do before doing it, huh? As I mentally scolded myself, Seiya's hand gently touched my cheek.
謝られても困ります。あなたは私を救ってくださったのですから。
His smile brought with it a wave of relief. I'm glad to hear that.
過去を打ち明けるのに少々緊張しましたが、話せてよかったと心から思います。あなたも心を寄せる相手がいるのなら、その方に自身のことを話してみなさい。
A sudden shift in tone caught me by surprise. But I soon realized he was alluding to my career path survey, and a rush of emotions hit me. Ah, man, I was trying not to think about that. Wait, did Seiya just hint? Someone close to my heart?
願わくば あなたが話す相手は私であるよ
Mood killer.
そう願ってしまうのを許してくださいね
That nearly sounded like he was confessing his love to me. Right. Seiya always said things that made my heart flutter. Often his words were ambiguous, but this time was different. I don't know if you guys can hear Mochi squeaking in the background. She got this little fox toy. It's a pretty durable toy. It's one of the few durable ones that she has. So she just pulls it out during quiet time. His feelings felt so clear, so genuine. I wasn't sure how to respond. Yes, darling.
しかし困りましたこの心に浮かぶ葛藤矛盾をどうすべきかあなたを写し代に返してあげたいでもずっと腕の中で抱きしめてもいたい
I've got to sleep now. I quickly hid under the covers, as if escaping. Usually, I could just shrug off Seiya's romantic words, but not this time.
すぐに眠れそうですか
He asked and peeked out from under the blanket, and I peeked out from under the blanket. Do you need help falling asleep? Do you need a body massage? It's okay. I can sleep now. I wasn't sure if I could really sleep, but it was all I could say at the moment. And I can't stay afraid of falling asleep. If I can overcome that demon, I think I'll gain some confidence. It would mean I have a strong heart.
なるほどそれこそがあなたがここへ来た理由なのかもしれないですね
Huh?
強い心に成長すれば写し代へ帰ってからも自身の抱える問題に立ち向かえる
That makes sense.
神はそうお考えになってあなたをここへ送ったのでしょう
That could be. Actually, Seiya's thoughts aligned perfectly with my own. The old me was always running from my problems. Yet, with each escape, a fog clouded my heart, leaving me unable to truly speak my mind. Especially not to Mom. Reflecting on those times, my heart felt heavy. Unpleasant emotions bubbled up. They seemed to come from within me.
手を
As instructed, I reached out from under the blanket and Seiya gently enveloped my hand in his. Though his gloved hand should have felt cold, I felt a pleasant warmth spread through me.
あなたが眠りについている間もずっとこうしていましょう
Oh, that's pretty romantic. You gotta hold my hand while I sleep. Thank you. Though slightly embarrassed by his touch, I found it comforting. I want him to keep holding my hand. Even after I wake up. Forever. Even when I have to go to the bathroom. And even when I have to... when I'm trying to do the dishes. Hold my hand. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Seiya. I'm truly grateful it was you who found me. I'm never washing this hand again. Seiya smiled warmly and squeezed my hand tightly.
かつて父が人々にしてきたように私もあなたを救いましょうどんな困難が待ち受けていようともあなたのために戦うと誓います
He sealed his promise with a gentle kiss on the back of my hand. Woo! I smiled back at him and closed my eyes. Sleepiness quickly overcame me, and I drifted into the world of dreams. As she slept, I whispered words of prayer. I prayed earnestly for her to overcome the demon that haunted her. Even if I had to continue this prayer forever, I would not cease. How could I do anything less for Lolli, Ishiki, the one who prayed for me? My feelings for her now went beyond just love.
愛しいこの人を守りたまえ。たとえこの身が滅びようとも私は構いません。彼女の矜持を私へも与えてください。
But why do you have to perish? You don't have to perish.
どうか彼女をお救いください。
My feelings for her now include hunger. He's trying to disappear from the world again. He's trying to commit another sin of destroying himself. The unease gnawed at me like darkness closing in, a relentless nightmare that followed me, that allowed me no peace.
まさか自分から俺に会いに来てくれるなんてね。
Minami, the source of this nightmare, wore a pleasant smile, but his presence was pure malevolence. I can't speak. Breathing grew difficult, but I kept going. I glanced down at my hand. Just that small action made me feel connected to him, easing my heart. Not erasing my heart. Easing my heart. I added a letter. It's okay. Seiya is with me.
あいつのことを思うとは気持ちが悪くてヘドが出る。
Yeah, I know. It's just like, why don't you try to survive a little bit harder, Seiya? Okay? Okay, just a little bit. Not to diminish the terrible despair that he was in. But we're at a point now that it's like, did you learn the lesson or not, man? Yeah, right. I squeezed my hand tightly, and it almost felt like Seiya squeezed it back. Unable to speak, I spoke to Minami in my mind. I won't let you have my soul, no matter what. So it's pointless, no matter how often you invade my dreams. Yo, Solomender, hi! Happy Thursday. I mean... but you just gotta do it right. You can diminish despair. You just gotta do it right. But everybody's allowed their moment, I suppose. Yeah, no, we're this current boyfriendo, he is the, like, warder of hell. Like, he's in charge of hell. He used to be an exorcist with his adopted dad. You could see where this is going. His adopted dad who loved him so much. It's like, oh, sorry. You can't love somebody too much in any of these shows. There's a price to pay for loving too much. But yeah. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna love him too much. Maybe we love him just enough. But now we gotta fight this demon in our dreams. Ooh, not that one.
へえ、随分と威勢がいいじゃないか。
Minami's sharp gaze felt as though I could cut right through, or as though it could cut right through me. I'm reading a lot of typos today. Carrie, hi! Oh, I'm so sorry your back is killing you. But thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Yay! Hope you're feeling better with the bronchitis. Sorry that your back's hurting now, though. Yeah. We make up for it by loving more ghosts than him. There you go. The choking sensation grew stronger, but I knew I couldn't back down now. Facing Minami took courage. It took me some time before I could face him, but I knew now just how important it was to do so. No. This is not my boyfriend, but he is a playable route, and he's been pretty prominent in our current boyfriendo's playthrough. So, but yeah, we're gonna try and overcome this one, and then our boyfriendo, we should see him pretty soon. But you tell, I mean, like, yes, he's giving yandere, but we had another yandere boyfriend as well. They had a couple different flavors of yandere. So Every event, every challenge, it all served to fortify my heart to make me strong enough to face this challenge. Yeah, we dated Yandere already. I know, 2 Yandere. With that thought in mind, I glared back at Minami. Suddenly, the suffocation eased.
聖夜の影響か。お前の思考はあいつのことばかりで読んでいられないくらいだ。
Yeah, he was kind of a sad boy. Kind of a sad boy. He was also sweet too. He was very, I think the mirror suited him very well because there's like a duality, like, you know, 2 images of a person kind of thing. So they're all sad boys. It's true. It's pretty true. They're all sad boys. There's only one, I think though there's 2 that are probably not going to be so sad. Solamander, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
はあ、興ざめだな。お前から興味が失せて、遊びもそろそろ終わりにしようか。
Sopping wet cat. No. Like, I think, because there's 1, 2. There's 2 more playthroughs that we can do before the true ending. And so one of them's this guy. And then the other one is kind of like a god apprentice. So I imagine he's probably going to be pretty happy, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah. I wish he'd just leave me be.
何を勘違いしている。遊び飽きたというだけで、お前の魂を諦めたわけじゃない。
We can fix him! I mean, well, one of them, we didn't fix him. We followed him. We chased him into the afterlife. Why my soul? I'm sure he has his reasons, but what could they possibly be?
魂と引き換えに教えてやろうか。
Nah. You're right. You really think I'd do that?
まあ、そうだろうな。なら、こういうのはどうだろう。
Minami's sudden smile sent a quiver of fear along my spine. My anxiety swelled as I waited for his next words.
お前の大切なものと引き換えなら、優しいお前のことだからきっと。
He's gonna ask us to save our boyfriendo. And we're gullible, we might do it. What does he mean by that?
さて、俺はそろそろ帰ろうかな。
Wait a second. The atmosphere around me shifted, like stepping out of a long, dark tunnel, the oppressive air dissipating from all directions. Yet my heart pounded with urgency. Wait, we're not done here.
今は安心して眠れ。しばらくお前の夢に現れないであげるから。
It's the anticipation. Oh, it's the bad boy villain laugh. Yeah, he's a villain. He's like, let's see. Of all the boyfriendos, he's been the most like antagonistic of them, I would say.
生きていてもらわないと困るし、俺も時間が欲しいからね。
He's just misunderstood though. We can change him. Yoshi. I love that emoji. Yes. Wait, please. Minami's form began to vanish. With him, my consciousness seemed to fade away as well, gradually sinking deeper into a tranquil world of sleep. I descended. Waking up, I glanced toward the window and saw Seiya just as he was when I fell asleep.
目覚めはいかがですか？顔色は変わらないようですが。
His fingers softly sifted through my hair. The tenderness of his touch eased my troubled heart.
少し顔が赤らんできましたね。いい傾向です。
His gentle smile made my heart skip. That's because of you, Seiya?
どうかしましたか？
No. Thank you for staying by my side all of this time.
お礼を言うのはこちらです。あなたはいくら見ていても飽きない。
Oh no, I probably snored. Some drool was coming out of my mouth, and he's just like, and he just like videoed it and uploaded it to HellTube. Huh? You were watching me the whole time?
ええ、愛おしいその顔をいつまでも眺めていられるくらい、あなたに夢中ということです。
You even tooted in your sleep. He drew on our face. Exactly. He did the little water bowl trick that's supposed to make you like wet your pants. You always say things like that. I wish you wouldn't tease me so much. I knew he was probably serious, but I had to brush it off as a joke, or my heart wouldn't be able to handle it.
それは聞き捨てなりませんね。私がいつまでもあなたをからかって楽しむ子供だと思っているのなら大間違いです。私は嘘偽りなく本気であなたに夢中なのですよ。
You knew he'd say that? Yeah. Okay, I get it. Please just stop. My cheeks were burning up and I felt my heart thumping loudly in my ears. All I could think to do was avert my eyes from his gaze.
いいえ、やめません。諦めてください。
Yeah, he'd do it again. Yeah. He's being more persistent than usual. I've got to find a way to change the topic.
その様子では、
I didn't mean to skip that.
その様子では、南に翻弄されなかったように思いますが、いかがですか？
The sudden mention of Minami's name shook me as I remembered the events of the nightmare and his ominous words. About that, there's something we need to discuss. After sharing the details of the dream, Seiya stood, arms crossed, deep in thought.
少しの間、夢に現れないと言っていたことが気になりますね。
It seemed like he was plotting something, like he had something in mind already. While it was a relief to know Minami wouldn't visit my dreams, the fact that I didn't know what he was up to made me feel even more nervous. Anxious. I needed to be strong. I tried to calm my shaking hands by clenching them firmly together. You would have bolted out at there's something we have to discuss. You can't break up with me, I'm breaking up with you. You can't fire me, I quit. That's what that feels like.
いけません。
Seiya took my hand, gripping my hands more firmly than he usually did. We need to talk. Turns out the baby isn't mine. And then Mari Povich comes in. It's like, Ghost boy, you are the father. I saw a really funny, it was a Saturday Night Live skit. And it was like, this guy, and he, he's an adult, and he's like visiting his like family, and they were just, he was like, oh man, like, going down memory lane. He found like a bunch of like, cassettes, and and like this is him when he's like playing on the playground, and like, bath time, and it's just like, his mom's like doting. She's like, oh, you were so cute, and and the dad's like being real sweet, and he's just like, look at your mom, she's still a looker, and he's like, oh, you guys are so cheesy. And he's just like, I can't believe you have some, that you saved all of these. And it's like, oh, it's real special. And then, he picks up one and he's like, oh, that's when we found out that you were on the way. And he was just like, really? Can we play it, and it turns out it's like they're on like a Jerry Springer type TV show, and it's just like, and like the dad's just kind of like, that ain't my baby. She been sleeping with this other guy, and it's probably his. And she's just like, you like this body? It's very, very silly. So I'll have to find it. I will post it later on X, Twitter, or Discord, TBD. But it's very silly. But it is kind of like interesting to think about, I think we joked about it the other day that TikTok Sims lady is going to have an interesting story to tell her grandkids, and and some, just things like that, like where we're gonna be in a very interesting age where it's just like, oh, I used to make dank memes for a living, and I was like, oh yeah, I was a dank meme. I was Star Wars kid or whatever, I got to be in a Weezer video.
この震えを抑え、あなたの心を癒すのは私だけの役目。それを奪わないでいただけますか？
That's an elaborate plan to have to avoid a conversation, but I guess if you're the type to run away when someone's like, we need to talk about something. Your kid is like, hey dad, we need to I have some questions. Be like, whoop, 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 whoop. And then there's a salamander shaped hole in the wall. From running away. It's very Acme or Looney Tunes, yeah. Yeah. Bold of you to assume they would be interested in our crusty ancient memes. No, they'll come back. Just like Jinkos and bell bottoms and all that. Yeah. You're getting old when you don't understand the memes these days. Like that 6'7" meme. Yeah, it's so funny because I only recently I learned about it from Surrounded by Perverts. I didn't realize it either. And then when I went to Vegas with my friend, she was telling me that her kids were like, that's something that they go around saying. They're just like 6'7", and I don't know what it is, but she thought it was really funny because she was at her flight was at in between gate 6 and 7, and so she's just like, guess what flight gate I was at? So yeah. Surrounded by Perverts. That's him. Yeah. I love the little starbursts around that, Green Yoshi. Yeah, you even tried looking on Urban Dictionary now. Yeah, I still don't understand, or I still don't know what the meme is. I just know it is a meme as well. So yeah. It's just a song reference. Oh, okay. You just know it was from South Park. It's from something else. Oh, popular song clip on TikTok. Okay. I see. See, we learn stuff all the time. Yeah, I'm not on TikTok a whole lot, so. Cause I'm old. Dang, you used to be with it, but they keep changing what it is. Probably for the best, though, right? There's only so much that can, stay relevant in the front of your brain, right? Oh, yeah, you stop using TikTok, you're so out of the loop. No, yeah. I feel, yeah. I do think it's funny, though, because it's the span of people that I feel are using TikTok, it's actually skews pretty young, or it goes really, really older. I don't want to say really, really old. Not like grandmas, but people, grown people's parents and stuff like that. Because because I know of because I remember going to an event. It was at somebody's you know, it's like somebody's like family event or whatever, and they were just like, I can invite friends, and it's like, okay, cool. And so, but I mean, there's all these like, you know, like I said, like parents of adult children, who are just kind of like, oh yeah, I bought all these like sauces, I found them on TikTok, you know. And it's like, okay. Yeah, the comparison you understand it through is that kids who watch SpongeBob would repeat the "what's funnier than 24, 25" joke from an episode, and our parents were probably just as confused by that as we are by 6, 7. I see. I didn't know too if it was like just the way in which, you know, it was said. But yeah. Who knows? Yeah, you've seen that comparison? Ah, okay. I didn't realize that. And see, I'm even further removed because I didn't watch a lot of SpongeBob. You know. His serious words made me burst into a soft chuckle. Yeah, yes, I had to be there. I know, I missed it. I missed the SpongeBob train. We had our own memes that our parents don't get. Let me think of like, what are old memes? Yeah, but the SpongeBob joke was a jab at Cartoon Network, you believe. Oh, I like these like really layered things. When did that get decided?
無論勝手につかせていただきました。以後お尻置きください。
Channel numbers. Oh, okay. Got it. I understand. In that case, I appreciate your help. Seiya's natural care and effort to comfort me brought a smile to my face. His laugh made my heart feel lighter, helping me to find moments of joy even in this dark place. I'm so grateful Seiya's here with me. But at the same time, I was painfully aware of how temporary this situation was. You grew up with Nickelodeon on Channel 53 and Cartoon Network on Channel 54, so that reference flew over your head. Yeah, all the channel numbers are different depending on where you live, so... Yeah, I wonder, like, do channels even mean anything to kids now? And, like, does that also change the way the birthday song goes? Because, like, you remember it's like, you do your happy birthday, and then you go, and many more on Channel 4. Yeah. I remember never mind. Kids television is kind of being dismantled. That's true. I remember I only had, I didn't have cable or anything like that, so we only had like 5.5 channels. Like 5 consistently. There was like one channel that like in the evening you could get like fuzzy Spanish, but not consistent. Yeah. That's probably why I struggled to fully embrace the budding feelings I had for him.
それで南の企みですが、あなたの大切なものが絡んでいるのは明白でしょう。
Kids watch AI fetish YouTube videos now? Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Can you believe that Happy Birthday to You was not in public domain until like 2015? I remember hearing that, yeah. Cartoon Network was 176 and Disney was 170 and 171. And Disney was 174? Wait, sorry. Cartoon Network was 176 and Disney was 170 and 171. And Disney was 174. Okay, Disney like took over a couple of channels. I see.
おそらくそれと引き換えに魂を要求するつもりなのかと。
I see. Oh, for satellite. Rich. We had a weird thing. So, a long time ago, when I was little, we lived in a duplex, and I remember my dad telling me that because we had cable when I was like 4, I guess, and so and the only reason we had it was because the person in the other side of the duplex, he tried to steal cable from us. Like he tried to like rewire, he tried to do some shenanigans. But the thing is we didn't have cable, so what ended up happening is he was able to like trigger cable for us, and he had to pay for it. So because he didn't realize that we had cable, and so it was just kind of like, it was kind of a weird thing, because I know my dad was just kind of like, okay. And he wouldn't pay for something like that. So, but yeah, I remember watching a lot of things, and then all of a sudden move into, you know, the house, you know, that I ended up like living in, you know, all throughout my school years. Yeah, like we didn't have cable the whole time. I don't know how it works. I just know that that's what happened. Yeah, yeah. I think you're right.
その大切なものですが、心当たりはありますか？
Happy Birthday was technically never legitimately copyrightable. 2015 was when they actually tried to use it and got beat in court and lost the rights. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, that seems like a very public domain kind of song, but maybe not. Oh, Green Yoshi, thank you so much for the hydrate. Appreciate it. Let me get... Thank you. I don't know why why did the thing not bonk? Hold on. Okay. I'm supposed... Yeah. Water gun. Spray. Okay. Give me a second. I don't know why. Okay. I'm going to turn on my... Okay. It's going to look a little weird for a second because the little throwables thing is acting fool. Act fool. Okay. I think. Let me see. You see that? Can y'all see this on screen? Yeah. My bad. I don't know why. I have to make it up to you. There's supposed to be a bonk, and I don't know why it's not doing. Give me 1 second. Okay, now you can see that. Give me a second. That's supposed to be an invisible layer, but here we go. Okay, it's following me. Okay. All right. How do I give you a freebie now? Is there a way I can just like easily refund you? Sorry for this scuffed stream. I'm goofing. Here we go. I should have a button. Hold on. I feel like Smart Lolli created a button. Here we go. I got it. That was the intense reminder. It was just a bunch of drinks. I'll give you a freebie. Here's the gentle one. Oh, oh, they're teeny tiny though. Okay. But thank you. I'll make them bigger next time. So. Okay. There are many things that are important to me. Something that Manami could get me to trade my soul for. Ooh. Something precious? My precious. I quickly stole a glance at Seiya.
何です？
looking. Just, that's all.
その割には動揺して。まさか。あなたにとって大切なものとは、この私。
Don't say it. It's embarrassing. No, of course not. That's impossible. Though it's true that Seiya is important to me.
そこまで否定されるとは。今のは少し、いえ、かなり傷つきました。
Oh, that was rude of us. Seeing Seiya look so dejected left me even more flustered. No, I mean, not exactly. I didn't mean to deny it like that.
否定されたことが違う。
What a ham. Muttering this, Seiya's face suddenly lit up.
テレ屋さんとは思っていましたが、なるほど。あなたという人が分かった気がします。
Cheeky boy. No, it's not like that.
これからはどれだけ否定されようとも、あなたを愛します。
See, like him. Now we're practically strangers. Oh, let me tell you, I have two friends that individually I love them very, I love them very much, and it's not that they don't get along. They're just not as close to each other, right? Which is totally fine. But like, we had like a moment where, like one of them, like someone's just like, hey, why don't you like blah blah blah? And she's just like, what's everybody thinking? I don't like blah blah blah. I don't dislike blah blah blah. I just don't even think of her. Like, and then blah 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 was there and was just like, okay. I was like, no. I was like, oh no, everybody stop. This could have been, this could have been handled differently, but no. I mean, I think they are past that now. I don't know that they're close, but I think that is probably something that they can both laugh about now. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they are deep down rivals forever. What?
まあ、冗談はさておき。
So it was a joke? What's going on?
あなたにとって最も大切なのは、おそらく、写し代にあるものでしょう。
You mean from my real life? I had assumed it would be something in hell.
ああ、あなたは気づいていませんでしたか？これまでの会話の中で、南は人の姿を保てている悪魔ですから、写し代で人間に紛れて悪事を働けるのです。
What? Seriously? But Seiya did mention before that Minami could be quite difficult to find. So I should think about something from the real world? But even so, it's hard to pinpoint something precious to me. That could be so many things. My family. My mochi. I mean, I can think of a lot of things that matter to me, but nothing I would trade my soul for. Even if I had all the money in the world, it wouldn't be worth more than my soul, right?
なるほど。あなたは物、つまり物体で考えているのですね。
Moby, yes, Moby too. Thank you, Green Yoshi. I do love that Moby yell emoji that you made for me. Thank you again. Oh my gosh. Although, like, I love Moby. He was being such a weirdo yesterday, though. Yeah, Mochi too. So, I was able, like, part of, I've been wanting to let Moby, like, go out and about and, and so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let him go out and about today. And then he I like opened his gate, and he was just like, "Oh, here I go." But then he thought I was gonna grab the food, and so he was just like waiting for me to like put the food in the kennel, and I was just like, "No, come on, man!" Like I opened the back door for him to like go outside. I'd be like, "Come on, man, we're gonna go adventure outside," and he just kept like looking at the kennel because he just wanted food, and I was just like, "But it's like I will feed you, but like, yeah, I need you to like come outside." And he's just like, "No, I need this food." So Moby's kind of, has a bit of a problem. Poor guy. But I'll try again. I think what I'll do is like I'll feed him, let him relax, then take him outside. Yeah, I think it was just he got tricked up real fast. So what do you mean?
ものではなくもの。人ならばどうです？
Yeah, it's only a problem when I run out. I felt as though a bucket of cold water had been poured over my head. The strength drained from my body and my legs began to wobble. Precious people. Could it be my mom or my sister? Or maybe even Sayaka? But I mean, I know Minami can be wicked, but do you really think he's capable of doing something like that? Yeah, he is a demon. He's trying to steal your soul. So, I knew Minami could be cruel. And though we hadn't known each other for long, I felt as though I knew him a little. The thought of him taking hostages, it was hard to picture him doing something like that.
これまでの南は忘れた方がよろしいかと。夢の中で遊び飽きたと言ったのでしょ？つまり、あなたと遊びたくてじゃれていたに過ぎません。これからは悪魔として接してくるはずです。
A precious person was. Who was our last playthrough? Our last playthrough was the Yandere boy. Right? Yeah. Oh no, we did do Senna afterwards. You're right. Thank you. Our pop idol boyfriend. Our J-pop boyfriend. Is that right? Did we do Senna before? Or did we do Senna afterwards? Oh, probably. I don't know why I thought Yandere was a little bit sooner, or like more recent. Hibiki. It wasn't Hibiki? I guess not. Yeah. Huh. They're all blurring together, but yeah, we're two. Yeah, after Seiya, we're two away. All right. Well, two away to the true ending.
いいですか？長年あなたの魂を狙っていた悪魔ということをお忘れなく。
Yes, but
あなたは悪魔というものを分かっていらっしゃらないようですね。
that's a really good point. You're right, Green Yoshi. That's true. You're right. Because Hibiki was in Senna's route in like a pretty intense way. We've already forgotten him. We're such a heartbreaker. He's just on standby. We've made a pact. It's like if I don't marry some other demon ghost boyfriend by the time I'm this many ghost years, then we've made a pact. Seiya sighed heavily, as if he was a teacher reprimanding a poor student.
あれらは決して善良になることはありません。
We can change him in a different playthrough.
善良な悪魔。そのように矛盾した存在はこの世にあってはならないのです。
It makes me curious what his playthrough's gonna be like. Maybe we turn into a demon as well. That's the only way that this can go. His words were enough to convince me. Then Minami, Seiya nodded.
あなたと契約をするため手段を選ばない。
He gon' get ya. As I mentally accepted the true danger I was in, I thought I heard Minami laugh menacingly somewhere in my mind. Woo. Okay. Actually, before we finish with Seiya's perspective, let me tell y'all, I actually had I don't know if this is like a weird thing to share, but like lately I have had just a couple of moments. I looked it up. There was like a specific term for it, but like basically when I've been waking up, it's happened like maybe 2 or 3 times since I've been in the new place. Basically it's like right when I'm like waking up, I'm kind of like it's not like a continuation of a dream, but I've been I'll hear something very distinct, like it sounds, like somebody say something, or like some kind of like noise or something, but it sounds very clear. It doesn't, like I said, it's not related to whatever thing I was dreaming about. So, but basically it's kind of like there's a specific term for it that's like basically a waking up hallucination. So no ghost. I don't want it to be a ghost. I think I've explained my stance to y'all. It's like, I believe in ghosts, but I don't want to believe in ghosts. You understand? I don't want to, but I do. But not quite phantom sounds. Like I said, I think it's on par with a hallucination, because like one of them, and it sounds so clear, and like to the point where I was just like, oh, because my neighbor's like window is like, or like my window is kind of close to like my neighbor's window, so I just thought they were like outside like talking or something. But no, it's definitely, this burglar called for help. If it's a bad burglar, if they're like, help, I'm not getting my job. Because I definitely heard a very distinct help. And then exploding head syndrome? Me? I hope not. I like my head and I don't like it exploding, so I hope that's not the case. But no, I definitely heard, yeah, the TV is too heavy. Yeah, no, that would be bad news. And because I'm in my dream state, I like sleepwalk and like help them like rob me. But like, you can't bodyguard me against my own hallucination. Like, no. I mean, thank you. That's a nice that's a nice offer, but I don't think you understand my problem. And unless there's like a mental palace bodyguard, I don't know. But yeah, I found it very fascinating though, because like when I kind of typed up, I like did my like Google search about it, and apparently like there's 2 types. There is like the hallucination when you are like going into like sleep state, and then it's separate from when you are exiting sleep state. So, but luckily it said, it's like, don't worry, it's not a psychosis. It's not, Pompic. Let me look it up real quick. Let me see if I remember the search prompt that I used. Hearing distinct sounds or words when I wake up, not related to dream. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, no, you're correct. Hypnopompic hallucination. Yes. Versus the ones you fall asleep to, which are hypnagogic hallucinations. But yeah, generally harmless. Does not mean a psychosis. Thankfully. Yeah, parasomnia. No, the first word that you wrote, yeah, is more in line with what I read this morning. Was it this morning? It was not this morning. It was yesterday morning. Because this morning was annoying. I had to wake up early for I had to wake up early for a dumb thing. So Like my... How do I want to phrase this? We'll just say, my company does this, survey, right? And then they go through the survey results. But the last couple of times they've gone through the survey results, it's been kind of it's been a poor outing, I'll say. To the point where, we've had people very vocally, call it out and be like, hey, I noticed that you, glossed over some, really important things that, about this, survey. Because it's, think of it like this. If it's just kind of here's a satisfaction, it's tell us, how satisfied you are. And it's 90% of people are unsatisfied. It might be, on the screen, but then they don't talk about it. That level. That level of, atrocity. Not atrocity, but just kind of yo, what are we doing this for? What a dumb thing is what you call work also. Yeah, but anyways, it was just, so, so they've gotten a lot of feedback that it's just hey, these need to be a little bit more meaningful and that kind of stuff. So they were okay, we'll do it. And so they put it at 8 a.m. And I was you guys are a-holes. I see what you're doing. It's just it's malicious compliance. It's just kind of ooh, we'll do it the way you want. We'll just do it at a time that you don't want to come. And it's you got us. but yeah, they, I would say for the most part, my team, 100%, for the most part, my company does right by us. But there's a faction of people that are fat cats. We'll say that. not actual physically, anything about their demeanor or body type. It's the idea of a fat cat. So, but anyways, neither here nor there. I had to do that at 8 a.m. So it was not today, it was yesterday that I woke up to somebody going, help. Maybe it was future Lolli. That was just help, you're gonna be in a stupid meeting tomorrow. But it made me scared. It definitely, I was just kind of because you're still waking up, so a couple things are going through your brain, right? That it's just oh no, somebody needs help. Where are they that they need help? It's should I look out the window? Am I in danger? Who am I to help? I could dial 911 though, so I was just kind of okay. But there was nothing. There was no evidence of a thing happening, and so it was just, and because of how clear it sounded, it wasn't it sounded like it came from outside. It was just it sounded like it came from inside the call is coming from inside the house. So but yeah. So anyways, you run through the scenario that it's somebody needs help, or that's one. Then two, the other one is something universally is calling out for help, Yeah. Meanwhile, there's an R2D2 that's hiding in my room. It's just you're the only one who can help me. Obi-Wan Kenobi. We're all trying to find out who did this. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're doing Seiya's viewpoint now. So, listening to Lolli Ishiki's dream, I did my best to keep my composure on the outside, but inside, I was deeply unsettled. I hadn't anticipated Minami would go to such extremes. Yet, as long as that entity within him remained, he shouldn't be capable of such extreme acts. Has something changed within Minami? Then I felt our intertwined hands squeeze together. With a start, I glanced at her. She was gazing up at me with a worried look in her eyes. I did my best to conjure a smile to reassure her.
ごめんなさい。少し考え事をしていまして。
She seemed about to speak, then quickly closed her mouth. I wonder what she wanted to say. Allow me to calm your nerves, Seiya. expressions so clear, so vividly betraying her emotions. She can read me like a book. Realizing she noticed my concealed worry, a mix of joy and unease filled me. It had been ages since anyone cared about me like this.
それなら互いに寄り添い合っていきましょう。心の内にあるぬくもりを失わないように。
As I spoke, she shyly looked away, her cheeks blushing. Such a sweet, endearing reaction. I felt a gnawing desire to know more of her, but we were destined to part. Clinging too closely to her, it would only put her life in great danger. The thought alone filled me with fear, a sign of just how deeply she'd captivated me. Ooh, all right. Not bad. Some intrigue, some backstory. So that was pretty good. All right, let's save some good game hygiene. All right. Let's see. Yes. Alrighty. Cool. Well, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope y'all had fun. We are so close. We are 2 chapters away from finishing up with Seiya. So, like I said, we could probably knock this out before Thanksgiving. Yeah. That's right. My next stream is tomorrow on Iriam. We'll be doing Study Buddies Lunch, Japanese. Don't forget, I have my Iriam anniversary is happening on Sunday. So hopefully I'll get to see y'all then. Totally fine if, it's pop in, pop out. Yeah. But don't forget, I do have a link on my X/Twitter or Discord for if you want to do, I'm going to do an AMA advice night. So feel free to pop something in. And then, yeah. Like I said, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. And I will hope to see y'all again soon, okay? All right. Thanks so much. Thank y'all again for the resubs. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye-bye. Night-night.